Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yet today we can see the bulls are fighting back at least a little bit. The market is still in this overall sideways range, and it is quite interesting current price development because the spot from where this local recovery that we see today is originating from, well, it indicates that this here could actually be a triangle. I mean, it doesn't really visually look like a triangle, but we can, from an Elliott Wave point of view, consider that. Again, it's not my, let's say, oops, 1 second, my mouse. What's going on with the mouse? Okay, now. It doesn't really visually look like one. I don't necessarily like the idea of a triangle very, very much, but could be this, it could be this triangle here. I've added the lower trend line, upper trend line, and it's something to watch, right? It's just something to watch for, not more than that. But if it's a triangle and we see a break above the upper boundary line and we see a break above what I've labeled as a B wave high here on the daily time frame, well, guess what? The low might be in and we might be on our way higher. Do not forget that the overall context suggests that this is simply a correction in an overall uptrend. So all we do is we're following this correction, but we need some kind of evidence that a low is in order to confirm it. Triangle patterns are difficult to track and to forecast. Don't forget that I'm tracking a triangle on the XRP chart and on the HBAR chart. So it's kind of in line with some altcoin charts, not all of them. Don't forget that many altcoin charts are deep in support, so it would be good if Bitcoin could complete the correction sooner than later. So I'm definitely open to the idea that a low could form sooner than later, but I need some kind of evidence, okay, because triangle patterns are patterns of indecision, and a wider ABC structure as shown in white is definitely possible, and I would, for a risk management purpose, for risk management purposes, I would assume that until the market proves an upside breakout. But overall, my current idea is that either this is a triangle or we're moving down to round about maybe 82K and then would go higher. So overall, I'm still watching for higher. I have not confirmed yet an overall bull market top. That's very important. I rather see the current pullback as an opportunity in an overall uptrend. So the analysis and the communication about this has been very consistent. I know that there is already information out there that suggests that the bull market could have topped. While I have said the risk is high, I am not confirming that yet. And I also don't assume that this is the case yet. Okay, so let's go to the shorter time frame for Bitcoin. And here you can see this triangle pattern that I highlighted as well. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, if we count it that way, we could easily say A wave, overshooting B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave or something, even though that is not technically a great triangle pattern, but it is valid. I don't really believe it until we break out above resistance and above that B wave high, but it would be an option that we could use to communicate that the low is in if we see some evidence on the smaller time frames. At the moment, I don't see evidence, but why do I talk about that today? Because the market has started another attempt for an upside reversal, and this kind of chaotic price action is just very typical for price action that we typically witness within triangles. And on the Ethereum chart, I've added this now as well. For those of you who are following us on Discord as gold members, you know that already. So it's just something to consider at this stage. The overall situation hasn't changed. We have an impulsive drop from the swing high on the 6th of January. And this is getting quite messy down here, however, okay? Because as I mentioned in yesterday's update, there was just not enough selling pressure to push the price down lower, and the selling, let's say the sellers or the selling volume was actually quite low. The price drop mainly occurred because of a lack of buyers. Well, so the downside pressure wasn't very high. And now we see a bit of a recovery. exactly from the previous swing lows here. And that indicates that at least from the white scenario point of view, which we discussed in previous videos, which would send us down lower towards that kind of 80 to 82K area, the market is at least attempting a wider wave 2. So this rally is now key. We need to observe that very, very closely. Go to the 15-minute chart. There is unfortunately not enough microstructure in this move up here to say what it is. It looks kind of impulsive. So it could be the C wave of wave 2. But I can tell you, if I see a corrective pullback, this could be a first step to confirming a low is in. Maybe then that this, kind of triangle bottom there. If we, however, break below the Thursday low, then the next support level will be at 87,480, but this would be the next level to observe should the price break below the Thursday low. For now, it seems like a local uptrend has begun. Next resistance level around 95,450. And then the red resistance zone, that's the Fibonacci resistance zone, which is located between 96,350 and 100,520. So what am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to watch these resistance levels. I would especially pay attention to the green line here at 95,450 and then the Fibonacci resistance area. It will be the next pullback that should tell us about probably the structure for the next few days, because if this really is a wider wave 2, then the next decline should be impulsive and we should break below that low, and that can send us to 87,480 next. Okay, it might attempt another reversal from here, but that will be the next decision point. Or if the next pullback is corrective, this could actually be a long trade setup, either for a larger 3-wave move or already for a reversal. So if the next pullback is corrective, that could actually be an opportunity. If I see this, and it's a very, very small time frame we're tracking here, if we see this, I will add a support area and communicate that on Discord later today. Yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And if you are interested in the membership, feel free to check out our channel page. You can find a lot of information about our membership on the channel page. There's a trailer video, and you can, as a member, get access to additional member video updates. Like, for example, yesterday we covered several coins, including XLM, ApeCoin, and Rune. As a gold member, you can also get access to our Discord server. Yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.